Myself, Professor Pawar VK from Department of Geography, J.A.T Art, Science and Commerce College for Women, Malegaon. On behalf of this video presentation, I welcome you all. Dear students, now in today's video, we will deal with the topic importance of forests. Forests play a significant or important role in maintaining the balance in nature. Gautam Buddha quotes, "A tree is a peculiar organism of unlimited benevolence. It makes no demand for its sustenance and extends generously its products of life actively. It affords protection to all living beings, offering shade even to the axeman who destroys it. Forests provide important environmental services to mankind and are storehouse of biodiversity. They are the home of innumerable species of plants and animals. Forests have also housed some of the oldest indigenous tribes and played an important or a vital role in the life of forest dwellers. Their main role in the nature is to maintain gaseous balance. The services rendered by forests fall under three categories. Number one is productive functions. Productive functions of forests include production of wood and variety of produce which are important for sustenance of life. Forests are of immense importance to the life and prosperity to human beings and the nation. Number one, production of fuel wool. Fuel wood is the major forest product useful to affluent many societies and the rural poor people. In developing countries, forests are looked upon mainly for the fuel wood. In fact, fuel wood accounts for almost half of all wood harvested or cut down worldwide. About 1.5 billion people largely depend on fuel wood for their primary energy requirements. About 58% of total energy used in Africa and about 42% in Southeast Asia comes from fuel wood. The world consumption of fuel wood is estimated to be 2,600 million cubic meters till 2005. In India, fuel wood requirement in the year 2000 was 320 million metric tons and estimated to be 350 million metric tons by the year 2010 approximately. Second, production of industrial wood. The unprocessed logs, the round wood and the timber obtained from forest is used for commercial purposes such as construction of houses, furniture, shipbuilding, boat making and in making of carts, carriages, railway pools, agricultural implements, packing cases, sports goods, toys, etc. The wood also finds its use in making paper, plywood, lumber, veneer and other articles of industrial importance. Together, all these purposes account for the figure approaching one half of the worldwide wood consumption. The developed nations produce less than half of the industrial wood but account for about 80% of its consumption. On the other hand, less developed nations and underdeveloped nations, mainly tropical countries, produce more than half of industrial wood but use only about 20% of it. Important forest wood based industries are plywood, furniture, paper, matchbox, sports goods, etc. The FAO estimates that total removal of industrial wood from global forest in 1991 was 3,429 million cubic meters. Third point is the production of non-wood produce. Forests also contribute in production of many non-wood products which play an important role in man's life and economy of the country. Vast varieties of food articles, fiber, honey, medicinal plants, spices, resins, tannins, gums, lac, and many articles of minor importance such as Rati, Rita, Shikekai, Tendu, betel, Rudraksh are produced by the forests. Bamboo, commonly called as poor man's wood, is also obtained from the forests. Some forests are also source of minerals. Non-wood produce fetch a big business in the country and abroad. Number 4, other contributions. Forests provide a wide variety of employment to local people by way of engaging themselves in many forest-oriented work plans and industries. Forests add to our knowledge by way of education, research, and scientific study. Many of them protect our cultural heritage. Besides, the forests give us a aesthetic pleasure and spiritual space. Next, number 2, the protective functions of forests. Protective functions of the forest include conservation of soil and water, which is very important in the conservation of environment. These soil and water are to be prevented from flood, drought, and pollution, and protection against wind, cold, radiation, etc. Number first protective function is control of floods, droughts, and soil erosion. Forests control some of the recurrent natural disasters such as floods, landslides, and avalanches. The roots of the trees or plants keep the soil intact. These are known as the anchoring elements. The aerial parts of the plants interrupt rains, decreasing their erosive power. Ground flora and thick layers of the litter and humus in the forest act as sponges and retain the water received in the form of rainfall. By decreasing the velocity of water coming down from upper streams, forests help in absorption of water by soil, preventing floods or causing hurdles for excessive floods as per the slope intensities. Extensive roots of the forest trees not only keep the soil particles intact but also induces structural development in the soil by adding humus. The continuous addition of humus to the soil increases the fertility of the soils. After being intercepted by aerial parts of the plants, the rainwater reaches the ground level where it is easily absorbed by the soil. Thus, trees along rivers, streams, and lakes prevent bank erosion and silt deposition. Importance of forest also lies in preventing droughts leading to desertification.